Hey guys, Ultramaximus here, and I'm back with another Transformers review. Been going through some boxes, looking at some old figures, looking for stuff I haven't done a review on, and just figures that kind of stick out to me and things I really like. And I found one from a few years ago. I think he came out during the Revenge of the Fallen era, but wasn't part of that toy line at all. So no Bayformers. Do you guys remember Laserbeak? Kind of. It's Booster X10 from the Real Gear Robots line. I don't have the package anymore, but let's take a look at the package and see what he used to look like in that package. Okay, so here's the package for the Real Gear Robots Transformers. You can see it's the Revenge of the Fallen blister style art, so it come around about that time, which is what, 2009? Is that right? Somewhere around there? 2009, 2010? And this was a line of Transformers that it was a good idea. Some of them were cool, some of them were horrible, where they wanted Transformers to turn into real gear, and basically so they were supposed to be life-size products. Like Booster X10 here is an MP3 player with a Bluetooth piece, so it was supposed to be that real size product kind of thing. And some of them worked and some of them didn't. There was like a little digital camera and a cell phone. There was also a portable video game player, and there was a video game controller. And the portable video game player and the portable video game controller, they weren't the right size. They looked cool, especially the controller. That little guy looked cool, but it just wasn't the right size. If it was the right size, it'd have been a lot cooler. And of course, none of these worked. They're just toys. They were very clear about that on the packaging here. And looking at him, he came in his little MP3 player and Bluetooth mode. He's a Decepticon. They got a picture down in the corner of him. It's Laserbeak. You're going to hear me call him Laserbeak in here. And I'm not sure if they didn't call him Laserbeak because he was not associated with Soundwave. Maybe? I don't know. But they did not call him Laserbeak. Instead, they called him Booster X10. Okay, I don't know where they got that from. And there was a repaint of this, which unfortunately was not a Buzzsaw repaint. It was a silver repaint, and it was an Autobot. And I think it was Nightbeat was the name of that character. So, but anyway, you know, getting on with this. So Booster X10, it says at the bottom, it's kind of hard to read, but it says download, distribute, destroy. That was his little tagline kind of thing. So there's the package. Not really much there except for the toy. Real Gear Robots kind of swooshing around. Not a bad packaged toy, but I really just wanted it for a Laserbeak figure. Alright, so here he is, Booster, or as I like to call him, Laserbeak. Very cool figure. The only Laserbeak type figure that was produced, I think, without Soundwave. And like I said, maybe that's why they didn't call him Laserbeak. I don't know. He's got okay articulation, and his legs down here, they go up and down, and his feet move a little bit. Unfortunately, the little toes do not clamp together. That was kind of unfortunate. His little tail moves. He has no articulation in his head at all. But, and this is something I forgot, the wings actually do move up and down, which is very cool. And the wings also move in and out there. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Kind of cool looking. He's got this big menacing cannon on the top here, and then it says Booster 10, and it's got a silver Decepticon logo. What I really like about the wings, look at the detail on the wings. They're transparent orange plastic, but they look real feathery, almost fiery looking, which is very cool. If you take this piece off, just snaps up on the top there. He really, I mean, there's really not much there with him. He looks a lot better with that on there. It's supposed to be, I guess, a cannon up there at the top. But here's the nice thing, is he's got a really nice Decepticon symbol painted on his head, which is very cool. And he's got a pretty decent little paint job on his face. Now to transform this guy is incredibly simple. You just push those up there, spin this around, and you're going to straighten these feet out. And they're literally just going to slide in here like a little baby bird, all curled up. Flips up. Close that. Here's the MP3 player, transformed. Now, the thing I like about this, no Decepticon logo visible anywhere. And the screen, it's okay. It kind of looks like a highway to me almost on there. Well, you can kind of see the Decepticon symbol in there. And then, of course, it's got the buttons down at the bottom that do not work. That's him in an MP3 player mode. Now, the Bluetooth, here's its transformation. It's transformed. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. The little rubber piece comes out so you can stick it around your ear kind of thing. But that's it. There is my Bluetooth and my MP3 player. Woohoo! Awesome. Again, like I said, not a bad toy. It's very simplistic. I think it's a level 1, maybe a level 2 transformer. Oh, you know what? I think you're supposed to spin his little head around. Yeah, that way you don't see anything there. But it's a very simplistic transformation. But you know what? It's a fun little figure, and it's Laserbeak. It's always nice to see Laserbeak get issued without a sound wave laying around. The only other, well, we've had some other cassettes that were released out, like Ravage and Rumble, got alternator versions, and then Ravage also came out with a Hound, and he turned into the G1 cassette tape, which was very cool. So it's been a while since we had any kind of real nice new Laserbeak, other than like Transformers Prime, and that doesn't really transform. And then I think in the Generations he was like a bomb or something, War Cybertron, something like that. I don't even know if that came with a Laserbeak. But regardless, here is Booster X10. I like to call him Laserbeak. So thanks for watching, guys. Look for more videos. I'm going to do some more videos of just cool figures I have laying around and stuff we haven't seen in a while or has not gotten that much fanfare on. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, guys.